Hey guys, my name is Natalie Ward, and in this video, I go over your web performance and three things that you can do to help improve it to bring in more customers to your business. And most likely, you're sitting there asking yourself, why would I be doing this and what's in it for me? Well, you're occupied running a business, managing employees, visiting job sites, and for me, I'm a nerd. I love this stuff, but mostly I just care about helping businesses grow. And one thing that I want to preface this with is that normally I don't send this out in a cold email. I would call you and talk to you about this video and then send it out to you, but the phone number that is listed with your guys' business, it just goes straight to voicemail and says bum bum bum. It doesn't even go to voicemail. It just says bum bum bum. This service that you have called is no longer taking phone calls. Anyway, so that might be one thing to address so that people can actually get a hold of you guys when they're searching for your services. So I have found that sometimes the only hesitation that businesses have to hiring somebody is they don't know who is an expert and they don't know who they can trust. So I have found that by giving people this free video of actual things that you can do to impact your business has resulted in some business owners asking for my help with this stuff. So if by the end of this video you see that I have value to add, just shoot me a message back and we can chat. Or if you simply want to take this information and use it for yourself, that works for me too. Okay, so now let me show you the three things that will help set your company above your competition. I'm going to talk to you about content, citations, and backlinks. So the first thing I want to go over is content. And content is queen because Google is not a human. Right behind the scenes, they've got their tiny little minion robots that are crawling the web, and they're looking for keywords that are linked with a specific location to best serve their searchers. So you know that you need content on your homepage. What most business owners don't know is that the number one search on Google for water damage restoration companies is 1,500 to 2,500 words of authoritative keyword rich content right there on their homepage. So I have um, just searched you guys on Google and your Google business profile comes up. But what happens when I click on your website is that it bugs my computer. So I'm not going to click on it because I don't want that to happen again. But that is a major issue that should be addressed so that Google is not seeing you guys as a company that bugs people's computers, rather, for the services that you guys offer. I've pulled up your competition here, Rocky Mountain Restoration, and they're sitting at just over 800 words of content. So they're totally beatable. Now, this is a little tool that I use. It's called Ahrefs. It runs me a couple $100 a month, but essentially what it does is it gives me behind the scenes details that Google is looking at when it comes to ranking a site. So here's your competitor, and they are ranking for 1,400 keywords. That's giving them a traffic of 2,400 visitors to their site every month. So when we look in here, we can see some of the keywords that they're ranking for. These are national keywords because they don't have a specific location attached to them, which is fine, but it also doesn't give them the highest intent searchers. Rocky Mountain Restoration is a branded name, which is good too. Google likes to see that. Water damage restoration Phoenix is one of those high intent, high volume keywords that people are searching for when they need those services in that area. 730 people are searching for that every month, and they're in about the second position. Water damage Phoenix, 530, they're in the third position. Water damage Phoenix, Arizona, 320. So you can see how this really starts to add up. And I would normally show you what's going on with your guys's, but since I can't pull up your website, I can't see what's going on behind it. Okay, so what happens when we come over to Google and search one of those high intent, high volume keywords, water damage restoration Phoenix? The first section that pops up is Google Ads, and they can work, but they can also be a money pit if the foundation for your website isn't dialed in. So just be sure that you're not burning your money with these ads until you know for sure that your site is converting. Okay, so now let's go over the second thing that I wanted to talk to you about today, and that is citations. So, what are citations? Citations are your business name, address, and phone number that are listed on different directories throughout the web. So, why are they important? Well, when we come down past the ads, we get the Google Map Pack. And I'm sure you've seen this a million times when you're looking for a local restaurant or activities. Citations are what drives these top 3 spots here. The more citations that you have, the more Google sees you as an authoritative, trustworthy business in your industry. And especially somebody who is looking for the services that you guys offer, a lot of times it's an emergency situation and they're going to choose from one of these top 3 competitors. They're not going to move on to the next page here. Okay, so how do you get citations? Well, there's software out there where you can see exactly where these top 3 competitors are getting their citations from. And we would go get you those same exact ones, but not just stop there, get you 100 to 200 more so that you're sitting comfortably in one of these top spots. And it's going to take them a lot longer to catch up to you. And this is where about 40% of your clicks should be coming from. So it's important to be in one of these top 3 spots. Now let's talk about the third thing that I wanted to go over with you today, and that's link juice or backlinks. And this third pillar is really going to help you to dominate on Google. So when we scroll down here past the map pack, we have the organic section, and you guys can see that your site isn't number 1, but that's where you want to be. And to get there, you need authority. So how do you get authority? Well, it all comes down to backlinks. And a backlink is when one website links to another website online. So think like this. If site A links to site B, then site A is giving site B relevancy or some of its link juice. It's pushing power to that other site. It's kind of like a vote of confidence. And in Google's eyes, this is passing authority. And the more relevant the site, the more valuable the link is. So, for example, you guys are a restoration company. I'm sure you get a lot of your materials from the same supplier. So, that supplier goes on their website and gives you guys a shout out that links back to you. That is a strong, relevant backlink that's pushing power to your guys' site. Okay. So in Ahrefs here, we can see that Rocky Mountain Restoration is getting 2,100 backlinks that are pushing power to their website. And that's helping them to rank at the top of Google. Hey, so for you guys, again, can't really see what's going on with your profile because your website is not secure and it's bugged. So in here, like, how would we get these for you? We can see exactly where these backlinks are coming from and go get those same ones for your business. All right, guys, this is the method to the madness. So once again, we went over content. Your front page needs at least 1,500 words of authoritative, keyword-rich content. Citations, you want to have 200 to 300 of these to beat out the competition by a landslide. And then finally, link juice, you need more relevant sites pointing at you guys to show Google that you are the authority in your industry. Okay, so where do we go from here? Like I said, you are more than welcome to take this information and implement it yourself. Totally cool with that. However, if you want to skip the learning curve, if you want to focus your energy on your next job, call me. My phone number is 907-957-1027. I look forward to hearing from you. Have a great day.